Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA-TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
It's Friday, everybody. We have made it, and it is also Talk Like a Pirate Day.
So let's hear it.
Ahoy, matey.
Where's your pirate hat that I got you this summer? Did you donate it? Is it gone?
I don't know, what, an actual pirate hat? Not like a pirate's hat, but like a pirate hat.
Do you not remember the gift that I gave you?
I don't remember a pirate hat. Don't.
My feelings are so deeply hurt right now.
I'm sorry.
Do you not remember?
You gave me a pirate hat.
When I got back from Myrtle Beach, because we went to see the mermaids and the pirates.
Oh, it's starting to come back to me. Yes, I don't know where that is. It may be under my desk in the newsroom.
Well,
I'm not sure.
At any rate.
Ahoy, matey.
Most Fridays, you're mailing it in, right? You just get to office,
not
maybe
today.
you do something, you work from home, you do a couple things, you send, you get the mouse shaker thing so that you don't have to actually work. Not around here.
Which I didn't even know about that until recently.
I know.
The
Our
mouse
producer
shaker
said,
thing.
you know what, we're going to jam pack this show. We're going to end the week how we started it. We have a lot of fun coming up. Not sure if you saw the news that came out. The National Toy Hall of Fame has their list right now for the finalists to be entered in this year. Do any of these surprise you?
No, well, you know what surprises me? That all of these haven't been inducted already.
Okay.
So these are things that are up for, like, they're nominated. We'll see what gets inducted, but Trivial Pursuit,
Furby?
Connect 4, Slime, also Star Wars, the lightsaber.
Were those cotton balls?
I think it's snow. It's to represent snow.
Oh.
That's like the wild card this year.
that
They
Tickle Me
said
Elmo?
snow. Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh my gosh.
Spirograph. I remember this as a kid. Loved Spirograph.
Yes.
Did you have that?
I believe we did have something like it where where you could draw and then the thing.
Like the little circles
like
went
this
into,
thing.
that. And you
Yeah.
just like kept drawing.
Yeah, the Connect 4. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Slime, come on. This is a
No
cruel
parent
joke.
would vote for Slime.
No
Yeah.
one. No one. Yes, it's popular. It doesn't need to be in any kind of Hall of Fame and get the recognition like that. I'm out. No, thank you. Don't do that.
I love that. All right, we're going to find out which one are the winners coming up in November, which ones they actually induct. But once again, that's a list that I'm shocked, like, the Trivial Pursuit and Connect 4 aren't already in it.
Yeah, board games are hard, though, I think.
Yeah?
Because there's so many of them. So,
Yeah, but
I
those are
don't know.
classics.
Yeah,
Those
I don't
are.
know.
All right. Hey, it's time to answer your questions. We call it the Friday Free-for-All, and we're going to try to get to as many as we can. We keep saying we're going to do them rapid fire, but let's try that. So Tim says earlier this week, Heather, that's you, mentioned sprinkles. Have Pittsburghers moved past saying Jimmy's because you said sprinkles?
I don't know that I've ever said Jimmy's. That's probably one Pittsburgh thing that I just don't.
You know what? I didn't grow up saying Jimmy's either.
No.
I didn't learn that until I was working here.
That people said Jimmy's.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I just don't say. I say sprinkles. I don't know why.
But I don't think, but I do think there's a Jimmy contingent out there
Oh,
who are
sure.
still, so I think it's alive and well to answer your question.
Why don't you take this one? James wants to know who inspired you to become a broadcast journalist?
Oh my gosh, I watched Channel 2 growing
Yeah.
up, and I remember just thinking, like, I would watch Patty Burns and Ray Tannehill, and I would watch them and I would think, wow, they're always talking about like the most interesting things and what was going on, and I thought, I want to be that. I want to do that too.
Look at
so,
you. And
but
now
there are
you're
lots of
talking
people.
about tons of stuff. every
Right. Well,
morning.
right now we're talking about sprinkles and Jimmy's, but you know what? We do
is
talk
just for
about everything.
fun.
Can you think of someone that like you would say was an inspiration for you?
It's no one that was on TV and no one famous. I think it was John Soboleski and Lee Myers, my teacher from.
Your teachers
yeah.
from Shaler
I would
and
say
from
that.
West Virginia. Yeah.
And John Soboleski was a classmate of mine. So he was a classmate. He brought me into the program. Lee Myers was my teacher, and that's kind of what set the things in motion.
Oh, we have met Mr. Myers
Yes,
before.
you have.
Yes.
Marion says, and she's one of two people who thinks that David looks like Nate Bargatze.
What?
So let's take a look side by side. Do we see this?
I don't know, Ron. What are you thinking?
I can see that. Yeah.
Look, I think he's a good-looking guy,
Right.
so I take this as a great compliment.
I see the
He
same
hosted the
facial
Emmys.
Probably
Yeah.
for you, a little bit more facial tanner.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that he
I need
has
more of a
really
tan.
big eyes.
He does.
He does,
Well,
yeah.
in
Yeah.
fact, isn't that one of his things? Big doe eyes or
You're right.
something?
Yeah.
Is
Big
like
blue
his-
eyes or
Yeah.
something like that. Yep.
All right, this question is from Zachary. It's for Heather. What's your favorite movie based on a true story?
I did not give this much thought. But I told you when you asked, because you asked me again this morning, you were like, what is it? Do you have a movie? And the first thing that came to mind was Erin Brockovich.
Really, like a role model
Yes.
kind of thing. And she's fun and sassy in
Yeah.
the film. Like, I forgot how good that was. It
was
makes me
such a
want to
good
go back
movie.
and watch it. Yeah.
You do love old movies.
I do.
Paul says, what area do you think has the best view of Pittsburgh?
All right, so this is like obviously, Mount Washington and the West End and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But if you're looking at downtown, I think an underrated view is when you're driving down the Parkway North and you see the steel building pop up first and and then the skyline starts to fill in as you get closer. I mean, you need to concentrate on driving. So it's better if you're the passenger if you want to take in the beauty of our city. But then once you get to the Veterans Bridge and you're driving across, it's like, oh my gosh, this is a gorgeous city.
So funny because we just had this conversation on Talk Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago, and that was my answer.
Yeah,
Veterans
really.
Bridge. There's
Yeah.
nowhere to stop and take a picture.
No.
There's nowhere to really enjoy it. But if you are a passenger
You have
in
to
a
be
car,
a passenger, yes. Don't try
as
it if
you're
you're
driving
the driver.
across it, when you look, the city moves as you're driving. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
weird because you're getting these angles as the bridge is going across, and you're kind of like diagonal to the city, so you get these different angles, and that's my favorite view.
And you see the convention center that pops up, and you're like, holy cow, look
Yeah.
at all this. All right, we have time for one more question. What do you want it to be?
Let's go to Ron.
Okay, Ron, you didn't know there was a question coming
I
to
did
you
not.
today. All right, Ron, what's you and Bethany's favorite TV show to watch on
goodness.
TV or Netflix, wherever you watch it?
We always enjoy kind of like a good mystery, especially when it involves like a young couple. So something like that. There's so many good things on.
Cool,
Yeah.
great answer, Ron.
Sorry.
He wasn't prepared. It was, we'll ask you that again next week. You have a whole week
Come up
to
with an
prepare.
answer.
And Jenny's like, quick, come on.
All right, before we go to break, we do want to remind you there's still some seats left. If you want to be part of our Turkey Fund show, we are working out the final few details. It's going to be wonderful, all to benefit the KDKA-TV Turkey Fund.
And that is next Wednesday, live from the Playhouse. All right, live this morning, coming up, he can turn into Al Pacino, Adam Sandler, or even Gene Simmons. Yeah, we're talking about all one guy, and all before you can say mic check. Craig Gass has been stirring things up on TV and on the radio for decades. He's joining us live before he brings those laughs back to the Berg tomorrow night. And then we're taking a trip to the north side. Katie is putting the pedal to the metal to get ready to rev those engines. Come on, Miss O'Malley. We can't wait to hear what is going on, and she appears to be ready.
Helix Dance Crew is here with us now. They're going to teach us, or try to teach us, the choreography. But before they do, we have AJ here and Misty. Thank you both for being here with us. How did this all come? You wanted to just jump in on the trend?
Yeah, well, a lot of us are big fans of Cat's Eye, so when we saw that they did this Gap commercial, we're like, we got to do it.
Got to do it.
Yes. And it started out just for fun, but then it ended up being featured on the official Carnegie Mellon Instagram, and then now we're here.
It's wonderful.
And so talk to us about your dance group, because are you all in training to be dancers, or this is just something you do for fun on the side?
Actually, we're all STEM majors, so actually we all do this.
Yeah. So this is really just for fun.
Yes, truly.
Wow. And how often do you perform? Because it's kind of taken off, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, we perform at various showcases and events throughout the year. We even competed at our first competition last March at New York. But these kind of things are something we just do on the side, so yeah.
I think this is so wonderful because I do think sometimes, when we see some of the fun and the fluff that's on social media, we don't necessarily immediately jump to taking those people seriously. Well, they're just having fun, silly fun. But you can be smart and dance at the same time. These two things can be true at once. We can all be having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Talk to us about learning this routine. You guys do this sort of thing, but how long did it take for you to perfect what we see on Instagram?
So we actually learned what we did in 30 minutes
No.
during a practice.
See, they're
during some of the
good.
practice.
Oh, wow.
They're good.
Yeah.
And you were just in New York City?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
For
last
a
March.
competition?
Yes.
Oh, this was last March.
Yeah, yeah.
And how did it feel to bring your group together to perform?
It was incredible. I think the trip where we took pretty much the weekend in New York together as a team really brought us together as a family. Oh, it was
I love that.
Well, and I love the bonding, yeah. So, all right, you guys are very brave because you are going to attempt to teach us something of this.
And it is kind of like the hand jive because we're going to do one of the hand movements, right?
Yes. That's about all I could do. My hips don't work, so.
All right, so how does this go?
So it basically goes, you start with your left hand up front.
Wait.
On top.
Okay.
On top.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it goes, my milkshake brings all the boys, and then roll it to the yard.
To the yard.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like.
Okay.
I'm capturing this actually for a social media moment as Heather learns this because I think that's going to be brilliant.
Okay, so my
Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. All right, well, I got one movement of it. We're going to bring in all of Helix now.
Yes.
You all are going to perform this. You're the real pros, so teach us the trend. We're going to step out of the way so you guys can do it.
Ariel, Audrey, Kathy, Chase, Cindy, Evelyn, and Lewis. Come on in.
Okay. Let's see.
Ooh, that was so impressive, and you got that together in 30 minutes. Yeah. Really.
It's so fun. You guys really are an amazing group. I know you're doing some stuff on campus too. Thank you for bringing it here to our studios today.
Thank you for having
All
us.
right, and Heather and I are going to keep working on it. We'll have those moves by Monday, maybe.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Really wonderful. The Helix Dance Crew has a strong presence on the CMU campus, and they host classes for all different styles and levels, not just for CMU students, but really for anyone.
It was kind of like the hand jive, right?
You were almost there,
Almost
yeah.
there. All right, you can keep tabs on them on their Instagram page, Helix Dance Crew, and we have that link and more of their performances right there on our website, PittsburghTodayLive.com.
Still to come, it's time to flip a switch, literally. Now that we've worked up a sweat, we're ready to light things up, and fall is the perfect time to experiment with some new gadgets that will cast a glow.
And Katie wants to take you to a cruise-in style car show. But it's more than just a show. It is a symphony of horsepower. We're live for a preview. That's coming up next.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Today Live, and welcome to the North Side. If you feel a need for speed this weekend, we've got the perfect event for you. It is the 6th annual Pistons in the Park put on by the city of Pittsburgh. I am with Cameron Lotz right now. Cameron, tell us all about Pistons in the Park. What can people expect?
Absolutely. So we're coming back for a 6th year. We're really excited. We have a bunch of new features. We just have a beautiful new stage that we added. So we're going to have live music, swag bags for our first 200 guests, free t-shirts, everything. No registration, completely free. And we're really excited to just come back this year. Beautiful weather and just show everyone Pittsburgh's car scene. We've got a couple of custom trophies, a bunch of different categories, including most likely the speeding ticket and a couple of others. And we're just really happy to be here and really grateful to our sponsor, Duquesne Light, as well as West Banco, Misfit, AutoWorks, and Skeptic Innovations, as well as Distinct Automotive Appearance.
And now the participants, you're going to see a whole range of cars, right? You're going to see some old antiques, and you're going to see some modern day models that maybe just came off the lot.
Absolutely. So another part of it is we have like EVs, a lot of EVs this year. CCAC and Duquesne Light as our sponsors. It was really important to them to have all of Pittsburgh's car scene. That includes gasoline as well as electric, and getting all that stuff in there. So it's going to be everything you can imagine and probably more.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to check in with these guys over here now. Steve is one of the guys behind the operation here. His company is one of the sponsors, and you guys actually are, you and Nate help make the trophies for this event, right?
Yeah, yes.
We're looking at one of them right now. They light up. They're made out of steel. Like, these are awesome.
Thank you, thank you. So Nate and I wanted to do something different this year, as we do every year. We wanted to make the trophy look like the point this year. So this is the point, like you're looking on it, and then we got the water coming up with the Pittsburgh skyline in the background. And then this year is going to be something special. We're going to put Polaroid pictures of the winning cars on the trophy, just to kind of personalize them even more.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And now we're outside of your van right now, which is really sick. I was actually on top of it for a tease. It looked a little bit weird, but this is a glorious vehicle.
Thank you.
And you guys do a lot of like retrofitting or some fancy features that you install onto vehicles just to sort of add some enhancements.
Absolutely. So my company is Skeptic Innovations. We are located in Jeanette, Pennsylvania. We do automotive audio, video, lighting. We also do troubleshooting and repair. We built the van behind me. This is a 1985 Volkswagen van again. We did all the interior, the brick wall, the floor. We even did a Subaru engine in it, so it can actually get up hills. So that's fun.
Awesome. I'm going to check in with Nate now. Now, Nate, you are presenting a little bit of a different vehicle this morning. I admit, this morning when I saw it, I thought it was a DeLorean. I stand corrected. What are we working with?
This is an 83 280ZX. It's actually my dad's car. We bought it as a little project for the two of us, for him to take to car shows with us. His one major thing was it needed air conditioning. So we had to buy a new enough Z that it had.
Is that why it doesn't have the windows on the top?
No, I just like driving with the T-tops out. It's a beautiful day, you know? I mean, you know, that's what we do.
But this is also a great example of the kind of car that you're going to see here. Like, what for a car enthusiast who maybe has never come to Pistons in the Park, what would you tell them?
Be ready for anything. We have everything from imports to tuners to Euros, classic cars. We have a guy that shows up with a F-1350 pickup truck. It's built on a tri-axle frame, but it's pickup. It's awesome.
All right. I also got a little bit distracted because there is a fabulous logo. Oh my gosh, what's happening?
Being ready for anything, as he said, we wanted to thank you guys for always promoting our show every year. So we made a Pittsburgh Today Live Best Show Award for you guys, and we got a picture of everybody that worked on the show this year.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Heather and David, can you see this award? I think this belongs in the PTL, on the PTL desk.
That's amazing.
That is so cool. I was just about to say, I love their awards this year, and they gave us one. Holy cow.
And now we got one.
That's really neat.
I was going to get in the Aston Martin, but this is way cooler.
Oh, I don't
Bring
know.
that
Maybe
back.
you should still get in the Aston Martin.
We do have this really beautiful awards case.
We do.
At KDKA, so I feel like that's
Gonna go there.
front and center.
Go. Oh, go, Katie. Oh, no,
is-
get in the driver's side. You just take off in that.
There she goes. And they're off.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh. Do you hear the end? Oh, now we
All right.
lost her.
I'm sure they did not go over the speed limit, though. Yes.
Pistons in the Park car cruise takes place tomorrow from noon to 4 in Allegheny Commons Park. A link with more information can be found on our website.
Katie's, who knows where she is? She's just off and running. All right, from smooth rides to smooth tunes, downtown Pittsburgh is about to morph into one big jam session. We have your backstage pass to Jazz Fest just ahead.
It's almost time for Friday Night Lights. Will the dry stretch continue? And are you going to need a blanket for the stands tonight? Ron's in next with the forecast.
Just a little bit ago, you guys were mentioning high school football action. We also have the last 3 games of the Pirates, at least home season, that goes on starting tonight. It's the last fireworks night out at PNC Park. The Athletics are in town. Hopefully a big Pirates win later on tonight. Temperatures should be in the comfortable range, even at them up around 80 degrees heading into the 7 o'clock hour. Here's those temperatures for you now. 64 in Pittsburgh. Most communities, you're solidly in the mid to low 60s at this point. We'll be near where we were yesterday. Yesterday we hit 85 for a high temperature. I have us back at 85 today, Saturday, and on Sunday, a high of 84 degrees. There is a small chance, guys, very small, for some rain over the weekend. Better chances next Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, we need it.
We
Yeah.
definitely need it, yeah.
Thanks, Ron.
All right. Well, you know that cozy glow that you feel when the Christmas tree lights are on? Well, no need to deck the halls just yet, because we're learning how to bring that same kind of vibe to the fall season. That's coming up next.
Good lighting can make a huge difference. I mean, take a look at this, right? Trust me.
It's true. Yeah, but lighting isn't just important for a TV studio. It also can change the way you and your guests see your home.
Katie Darren from Beyond Gray is here to show us how to capture that cozy, inviting vibe right now while the leaves are just beginning to change. So happy to have you here.
Hello,
And look
thank
how
you for having me.
beautiful.
Yes, so cozy season is upon us, although I think I heard 85 degrees today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. If you decorate for it, it will come.
It will
okay?
come, yes.
So just pull the decorations out. So yeah, we're talking today about all the little cozy lighting features that you can add to your home. They're really gonna take things up a notch and really kind of get you into that fall feeling.
So let's start down here. You
Yeah.
have these great stems that you've added into this adorable ghost vase.
Our little ghost bucket, yes. But
So
what we
cute.
did here, we took these branches, and I love these. I've shared these so many times on social media. So you take these branches and you're just gonna stick them into your floral arrangement, okay? And then look at the result. So it takes your beautiful arrangement and it adds this extra glow. And by the way, you can use these during the holidays. I mean, this isn't just a fall thing.
Sure, yeah.
You can add them in anytime.
Yeah, so this is one thing we love. We also love these. Here, I'll give you guys each a
Okay.
little.
Ooh, fun.
Right, yes, we like
I know you guys
toys.
like trinkets. So we take these little, they're flickering jack-o'-lantern lights. You can put them on a soft glow, like a soft flicker, or just a steady glow. Drop these into your pumpkins, into your jack-o'-lanterns that you carve, however you want to do it. They take batteries, they run on a timer, but again, at night, like this is
looks
gonna
so
give
cute.
such a nice glow.
I feel like we should dim the lights in the studio so that we can really get the effect, because
yeah.
these make such a difference, right?
They
These are
do.
adorable too.
Yes, these are great. So I'm obsessed with these. I've been sharing them for a while now, but these are what we call little fairy light flameless candles. Not your average flameless I mean, look at this flame. Can we
Yeah.
just take a moment to see that flame? It has really got like this kind of, I don't know, it's a fun little
super
element.
realistic, and then it has like a little sparkly thing at the very top.
Yeah, like you kind of don't know, is it gonna light on fire or isn't it?
Right.
Really?
We don't know.
That's great.
No,
And
I'm
again,
kidding, it won't.
Everything that you have to use with the lighting is spot on. It's
Yeah,
great.
but like
Adorable.
imagine all of these on even your holiday tablescape and they're all lit up and you don't have to worry about a real flame. Okay, I'm obsessed with these, completely obsessed. Window candle, okay? And I know what you're thinking, window candles have been around forever. Yes, they have. This is the modern take on it. So this comes with a suction, all right? So no longer, we no longer have to balance that window candle on our windowsill, right?
This goes right
This
in
is
there.
gonna suction on, and guess what? It's got this little dusk to dawn sensor. You don't need an outlet nearby, which is genius. This is my pretend window right here. Just pretend like this is a window. You're gonna suction it right on there, and then when the sun sets, it's gonna come on.
pop
Is this the little sensor?
the sensor.
Okay, right here.
We've been trying to
So
get
like
it
if
to
I
turn on.
cover this up, it won't. It's still not cooperating.
No, it's
But it
very
won't-
smart.
Okay, it
It's
knows.
very
David's trying to trick it.
It
Yeah.
knows, but these are great.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm like predicting we're loving all the nostalgic vibes, like window candles. People are loving all this like old school cozy stuff.
This is made of wax. It feels like a real candle,
It feels like it.
but it's a pumpkin. Look at this.
I know, and when I walked up to this was the one that I actually thought was a real fire. Like I actually thought this was a real flame, and I think it's because the wax candle part at the bottom.
They really do a good job of making it look real. I mean, we've come a long way, you know.
I have
Yeah.
found some of these you have to be careful. I've used some of the faux candles in the outside spaces, and they will melt. So you have to make sure that they are okay with UV lighting.
Wait a minute, you mean like on your front porch this
Yes,
melts?
because
oh,
it's still,
yeah.
if it's made
'Cause
of
it's
wax,
still
but it's not
wax, yeah.
protected, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I've been burning this one for a while, and so far nothing has melted.
That's good.
Good to know.
I found out the hard way.
Found out the hard way. So those, I am also obsessed with these. They're mini spotlights. You can change them, you can have them just go a solid white light, but you can also do a colorful light show, which is so fun if you want to kick into party mode.
I love this. I love anything with a remote control
And-
that I can be in. Look at this.
This is like me waiting for my husband to pick something for us to watch on TV. Just pick it.
Oh, I know. I know that happens in my house too. Yes.
Are these the
I don't care
pumpkins
anymore.
that
Pick
broke
anything.
in your
Yes,
storage?
they are. These are my repurchase.
She keeps all of it, because I've always wondered where you keep all of your stuff.
Yes.
And she has a storage unit, and she walked in and they were broken.
The heat this summer, it got so hot this summer, Ron could probably attest to that it melted the plastic on our shelving unit and all my jack-o'-lanterns came crashing down. It was a sad, sad day.
But you found them again.
I had to repurchase because I love these so much.
So cute.
But I want to say, look at the difference when we light up from the outside. You know, I mean, it's great. Like, yeah, we've got inside jack-o'-lantern options, we've got outside, and these are just all the ways you can add that cozy glow.
I'm taking this with me. I love it.
Okay. Katie's Instagram is full of more decor tips and tricks just like this. If you haven't already, wait until you see how she does Christmas. It is epic.
Yeah, hi to her mom over there, Janet. We love meeting you. All right, you can follow her on Instagram, Katie, maybe her mom too, at Beyond Gray. We have a link to her page on our website as well.
Up next, remember this one from Sex and the City? Miranda bonded with Tom over their stories of fad diets. Well, Tom is comedian Craig Gass, and he is here in Pittsburgh this week. We're catching up with him, and we're not glazing over any of the details. Most comedians learn their craft on the stage. Craig Gass learned it from the TV in his living room.
Yeah, growing up in a deaf family, he picked up speech by mimicking the voices he heard on TV. And now those voices have carried him from Family Guy to Sex and the City, from Howard Stern's mic to Metallica's stage.
True. And he has a podcast. He and his co-host, Chris Gale, are here. They are performing in Pittsburgh tomorrow night. Craig, I didn't realize the TV played such a big role for you.
Yeah, growing up in a deaf family, it sounds like a joke, but it's not. My whole family is deaf, and people always get sensitive when I bring it up, but it's nothing to be like the craziest deaf jokes I've ever heard in my life were from my own deaf family. Like my sister, I threw a surprise birthday party for my sister a couple years ago, and we're sitting down to have dinner, and my sister said to me, "Do you want to hear a good joke?" And I said, "Sure." And she went, "Me too." And I was like, oh my God. So the most insensitive jokes I've ever heard were from deaf people. So there was you learn to be able to laugh at everything, and that laughter was healing. But growing up in a deaf family, I couldn't learn how to talk from my family. I learned how to talk by watching TV, and I copied all the voices I heard on TV. Never got an accent. From the Bronx, which is where I'm from, and everybody in the Bronx sounds like Tracy Morgan. Everybody in the Bronx talk like this. Whether you black or white, male or female, that's crazy. Hey, this is the voice of your next door neighbor, and I'm a Vietnamese girl. That's crazy. Like everybody sounded like that.
It's so true,
the weirder the voice, the easier it is for me to do it. From Christopher Walken, who's got a real weird stop and go kind of voice. Every once in a while, he'll stop, and then he'll keep going. Or whatever. So that led to Family Guy, and but I started doing a podcast with my buddy Chris, who's a famous musician.
That's amazing.
In Five Finger Death Punch. And the podcast is just taken off. We've got 9 million views in just 6 months on Instagram.
So talk to us about like the things that you talk about on the podcast.
It's been great talking about behind the scenes. Everybody always wants to know what the experience is behind the stage, all the crazy stories. I mean, bands like Motley Crue writing books like The Dirt. I'm up there on stage telling these stories to crowds that are as big as my guest list with Five Finger Death Punch.
And also recovery. You're both in recovery. I've been sober for 20 years. He's been sober for almost 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years, October 1st coming up.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Serious conversations, and it's gone through a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of famous rock stars have joined us. Mm-hmm. And along the way, sometimes weird things happen. He got his feelings hurt by Weird Al Yankovic, which is...
Yeah, tell us more about this. What happened?
Yeah, I went to a meet and greet with Weird Al Yankovic, 500 people, and it was just go, go, go. Next, Weird Al, go, go. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make sure that I say hi. And like, I'm a musician, he's a musician. I'll say hi. So we take the picture. I go, hey man, I just want to let you know, hi, I'm Chris from Five Finger Death Punch. You're Weird Al for a second. And I said, yeah, I just want to let you know, I'm Chris Gale. I play bass for a band called Five Finger Death Punch. And he goes, that sounds fun. Next. And I was like, yeah. So he asked me, did you get to meet him? I was like, well, kinda.
Yeah. And then he brushed off all of your accomplishments.
Yeah. The show's, it's a brand new comedy club. It's called the Comedy Bar. Yes. It's Pittsburgh's newest comedy club. It's in a catering hall, so they also have amazing food. So the show we're doing tomorrow night is at the Comedy Bar, the newest comedy club in Pittsburgh. You can get tickets by going to Get Gas, which is my website, getgas.com. Get Gas with 2 S's. And if you're a fan of any of the shows I've been on, King of Queens, Sex and the City, Family Guy, or if you're a fan of Five Finger Death Punch, you will absolutely love this show.
It's so interesting, this combination of, voice actor and and heavy metal band member. But the two of you work.
I do an impression of Gene Simmons that bothered him so much that he actually flew to New York to confront me live on the air on the Howard Stern show.
I like that clip of his response of your impersonation is pinned on your page, which is really great on Instagram.
And he's really a cartoon character. Sebastian Bach, who's a famous musician, has a story about going to Gene Simmons' house and saying, there was a bag with like 100 Kiss cell phone covers on a table. And I said, what is that? And Gene goes, that's our new promotion for Kissmas. That's our new Kiss cell phone cover. Can I have one of those? I wish I could, but if you go to kissonline.com, and he wouldn't give him one piece of plastic. So,
you guys are great. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Getgas.com. Come to the show tomorrow night.
And again, Craig and Chris will be telling some of their stories, more of their stories, at the Comedy Bar in the North Hills. It's right on Babcock Boulevard. The show is tomorrow night. We have info on that and on their podcast right there on our website.
I love you, Sheets.
We've laughed, we've danced. How about we sing? Not us, but Pittsburgh is about to morph into a musical playground. We are showing you why the Steel City is the place to be when it comes to catching the world's smoothest grooves when PTL comes right back.
All right, it's been said that life is a lot like jazz. It's best when you improvise.
Well, we've got that covered. Improvising is what we do every day.
Well, that's kind of true. By the way, the man who said that was jazz composer George Gershwin.
And here in Pittsburgh, jazz legends are celebrated. We want to say hello to Dan Wilson. We're going to hear him play in just a bit. And Janice Burley, the producer and curator of the Jazz Festival.
Hi.
Thank you both for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
And things are already underway.
Oh, absolutely. We had the Jazz Train yesterday, pulled out of New York, stopped in Newark and Philly, and it was a jam session all the way to Pittsburgh. And tonight we have the great Dan Wilson with special guest Jonathan Butler paying tribute to Pittsburgh's own George Benson.
Wonderful.
Now, that's sold out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which is really, really special. There's a waiting list, which speaks to the demand for this, because George Benson, of course, people want to play tribute to him. But there are all these other performances that are outside that people can catch, right?
Absolutely. So Saturday and Sunday, we do our traditional Pittsburgh International Jazz Festival concerts in the street. We close down Liberty Avenue. We have 2 stages, lots of food trucks, great music all day long. It's free. You can bring a chair and the family and enjoy Pittsburgh International Jazz Festival for the 15th time.
Wow.
Are you blown away by the response to this? Because there's also the Taste of Jazz, which is also sold out.
Yeah.
I mean, we're seeing such a wonderful response to this event year after year.
Yeah, it's grown every year. And actually, the Taste of Jazz is not sold out.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, so you can still get tickets for that. 18 restaurants, best restaurants in the city. Great food, great music, 3 different bands, a DJ, so you can dance and have a great time.
Wonderful.
But we have people that come in from all over the country to enjoy the festival. So it's like a reunion. People come every year, they meet their friends and just have a great time.
And
so we're looking forward to
Pittsburgh
it.
has such a great jazz history.
Absolutely.
Like really, we're so blessed.
We really are. And we still have a lot of great musicians that are living and working in Pittsburgh right now. So on any night of the week, you can go to King Fly Spirits, you can go to Con Alma, you can go to Eddie V's, have a great dinner, and listen to music. We're very fortunate.
Dan, we don't mean to leave you hanging over here.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just here. But tell us about what you're going to be doing and what this means to you.
Yeah, well, so obviously, I mean, Pittsburgh has an amazing jazz tradition. I'm from Akron, Ohio, so it's right up the road. So I've been playing here in the city for years, and George Benson is my personal hero. For the instrument. I think he's one of the best to ever pick up the instrument. And so paying tribute to him is kind of like breathing to me.
Wow.
So I'm really glad that Janice decided to have me on it.
Well, we're so glad you're here this morning because we're going to step out of the way to hear a little bit of what you're going to be performing this evening. So take it away, Dan.
All right. Come on, fingers.
That's fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, that makes me want to have a martini.
Thank you so much for being here with us. The Pittsburgh International Jazz Festival is already underway. It continues throughout the weekend.
Just fabulous. You can find more info on the performances and the food by heading to our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com.
We'll be right back. That's all the time that we have for today, and what a show.
Woo!
Did that not feel like a 2-hour-long show? I don't know how we did it. We told you at the top of the hour it was going to be amazing, and it was. Be sure to watch Monday at 9. The Steelers are heading to Ireland, but you don't have to stamp your passport to be part of the touchdown throwdown. We're going to show you how to throw a party that will leave your guests green with envy.
And back here in the Burgh, downtown streets are prepping for the great race. What you need to know if you're running, cheering, or just trying to avoid the roads that are closed.
Sometimes that's all you need. And we may have some big news to share, but that's all we're saying for now.
Yes, all that and more on Monday. Make it a great weekend, Pittsburgh.